Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroads Online. We're looking here at the map on the Railroads Online Extended. I made quite a few changes, and then today we're going to build out from here over towards the iron mine and the smelter. We'll see how far we can get. But you can see I separated these lines out so I could have this train sitting here and go around it. Do some sharper curves, so the reverse loop for the logging camp comes in, runs beside that, does a little 30-degree crossover here, and goes back. And then you can either go to the freight depot, or this will go over and connect to go out. So when we bring cordwood from the logging camp, we'll come along here and then out that direction. If we had tighter radius switches, I could do some more interesting things, but we've only got the switches we have. So this is what I came up with. It's a little busy, but you know, I think it'll work. So I'm going to teleport there. Here we are. And yeah, you'll notice there's no trees. So season 1, season 2, I cut down a lot of trees. Of course, season 1, I completed all the industries. So I decided to make this a little easier this time around. And at least for this part, I'm going to just have the trees gone. If you want to do this to your map, you can use the link in the video description, railroad.studio. It's a website that lets you load up your save file, and you can do various things with it. One of which is cut all the trees. Now just beware, from what I understand, this can cause a big performance slowdown if you do that. I didn't notice it on my computer, other than it takes just a little bit longer to load in. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Edit your rolling stock. Somebody left a comment. I apologize, I don't have the name in front of me. I missed an O on the Shay when I was naming it Fedora Railroad. So I actually used Railroad Studio to edit that too. Get the Fedora spelled correctly. But anywho, let's dive in and build some tracks. So we've got this curve here joining us. So let's just pop some of that out. And I don't remember which radius this was actually. I think for this one I was keeping it at 40 because some of the cars have issues at 30. This is 40. Let's do a 40 and see if that looks about right. Yeah, pretty sure that was a 40. So we need these guys to kind of come together. I'm not sure if this was a 40, but let's make this a 40. See where we end up. There's a lot of trial and error involved. So this will probably be a longer video. Yeah, there we go. Let's make that. Something like that, maybe. Then let's go ahead and throw a switch on here. So we want a switch to the left. Nope, not that one. Did that wrong. That direction. There we go. Then we can just link this up and it should be good. It's not a work of art, but that's okay. It'll serve my purposes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down this valley like normal, and then when we get down through that cut, we'll kind of take a look and see what we might do. Back to street. So let's go ahead and do about 20 meters of straight. And we can start curving down. And we want to head for that spot over there. So we're going to do kind of short segments. Man, I wish they had just put a button in to go to straight mode to circle mode. Saves so much time. You can see when we get out of here, we're starting to lose ground. Let's go to about there. Let's grab this. I'll probably want to do a trestle, but I wanted to see where we at elevation-wise when we get. I guess we're about the same. Probably don't need to drop in elevation. Now there's a canyon over here somewhere. Keep an eye out for that. Let's do another, like, say, 300 radius just to get curved a bit. There we go. And then I'm going to replace this section with some trestle. And of course you don't have to do stone, but I like to have stone at the beginning of my wooden trestles normally, just for looks. So we'll do some stone there. So I'm running so slow. Can I change that with, let me pop back over here. I thought there was a plugin that lets you run faster. Ah, here we go. Sprint speed. Pop this over. What does that do for us? Whee! Might be a little faster. So we can play around with that. Alright, let's go get our stone wall. No reason at all this has to be exact. It just makes me happy. Meters. There we go. And it kind of ramps up the speed. That'll make things go a little faster. And then let's just use the regular old style trestle. Even though this is straight, you can't hook up unless you're not in circle mode. Now I gotta get used to the new sprint speed. So we'll take it out of circle mode and doink. Go. I like it. So once I get this track laid, I can load this back up in railroad.studio, and then I can do like a smart, I think it's called smart plant of trees. And it'll put the trees back except for within X distance of the tracks. All right, back to regular old rail. Circle mode. We're still going straight. And then we're coming here to another crossing. Oh, it must be a little deep somewhere. A little too tall right here, apparently. All right. So we're gonna have some stone out. Wonder, is here where it starts dropping? See where we end up on the other side of here. Yeah, I like this faster sprint speed. So you're going to come over to there. Yeah, I think we need to start dropping down. So like I said, trial and error. So we're even a little high right here, so I'm just going to actually... Let's start from here and we'll go down. That, and let's go down. Still a little too tall somewhere. A little too tall right off the bat, it looks like. So I don't like to use the 3. If I've got that, I'd like to do a trestle or something different. We'll throw some 2 in here. Nope, still too tall, huh? All right. Let's go 2 all the way then. Coming down. 1% might be a little much. Let's do a 0.5%. Yeah. Grab our stone wall. And we'll see where we're at when we stay at the 0.5%. Yeah, that's going to be about perfect, it looks like. That's about there. At our standard 10 meters. Then to be in the middle of this valley, let's cut. 130 radius. 0.5% looks like it's just about right. Yep, we can't do a one shot. Looks like it's too much height. Do it in pieces anyway. It makes a better circle if you do it in pieces. I don't know that it matters which embankment you use. I just like to use the one when I can. It shouldn't, in theory, be rendering anything below the ground, but it's less stuff it has to cull. Alright, so we're heading down through the cut. Let's see how straight we are. Not too bad, but we need to be over a little bit. So let me do this. Yeah, I think that'll cut into the hill. Possibly too much. Alright, we just need to redo this. Okay, that's the name of the game. Need to curve a little more past those red flowers. Fine. We're at what, 130, I think. Let's come to there. Another tip I got from that channel, I think it's Kits Gaming. Crouch. A lot of times you can get the better. If you're having trouble getting the link. So we came just a little past there. I should probably do like easements and my curves and stuff, but I've done that in a lot of places where there's super tight curves. Back around the sawmill. Here, I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, that's a little better. But we might go ahead and just do it like that. See, how do I change? Shift? Forget how I changed the incline. How much it goes down and then the construction. Appear to be the grid. I thought you could do like 1/4% and stuff. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, I found it. There it is. It definitely drops off here a lot. So I know I'm just all over the place, but that's the way track laying is. I spend hours doing this. It can take a while. If I make this 0.5%, it's not. Whee! All right, let's get some 2 through here. So now the question is, where do we go from here? Well, we drop a save. And let me bring the map back over. So a commenter had mentioned this North Valley. I think this is the valley they were talking about. I'm not sure. But I don't think once you get up in here, there's really a good way to get back. So, but what I might do, I've done in the past, is go down this way, get the smelter. But I know there's kind of a natural ramp up this way. So I'm thinking about following around here and maybe trying to get over here to go up. I'm not sure. We're just going to have to experiment. see what we can make. Maybe here. Doesn't like to be alt tabbed out of. So if I go, where was that player list? Yeah, let me put this on media. Whee! See the iron mine way over there. Yeah, it gets a little iffy along here. If we could somehow get over here and down, that might work. But we need to get to the iron mine first. And I did, I guess it was season 2.5 where I was doing some one-off videos. I did come this direction. But I didn't do nearly as tight because I wasn't planning for a shay. Well, let's kind of follow around here to the right, and we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and put in a switch. Except not there. It's going to look off the ground like that. More deleting. There we go. Now the switch follows the incline or not? And then that, in theory, would go to the smelter someday. Theory, anyway. All right, we're going to do the 2, and then if it can't get done on the 2, go trestle. Might have to do some trestle here. Looks like we're going to need some trestle. Trial and error, trial and error. Whee! I do love the faster run speed, though. It's a lovely feature. Thank you, Railroads Online Extended. So what if we come over to... lots of trestle, basically. Okay, so 420 meter radius. Or we go back to it. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Something like that. And we're going to have to stick some trestle over here. I don't like giant dirt piles. It looks kind of silly. Eee. Gotta get used to that. Let's just stick with the old style. Yeah. Got some stone along here. Giving the trestle some support. .70 radius. 80. So this is my track laying process for the most part. A lot of trial and error. Tighten this right up. Dug in the mountain. And we're shooting for over that way somewhere. Let's go see what we're shooting for. So that's straight. We can't go across there because it makes too tall of a bridge. Okay, that's going to be too close to the ground. I don't know if this is going to work. It's where it was tricky before. I think 40 is going to be my minimum radius for this route. Like, oh, we're like right on the side of the mountain. It's not ideal. Here, at least I got the fast run speed. That helps. Have to be careful, not run off the side of the mountain and have to run around. All right, so we clip on there. We're still in the 40. Question is, can we get across there? I don't think we can. That's going to be too tall for the metal. Yeah, it's going to be too tall for the metal bridge. And you can do tricks with like putting, whoa, crap. Putting dirt down here and stuff, but I don't like the look of that. If you do, that's fine. Power to. This is stupid. Here, map. Map. Center on the player. Well, I don't remember which side the rail is on. I think it's on the left side, so this might actually work. Yeah. Looks like a good place to have a railing for this stupid trestle. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I made it work last time, but I don't remember exactly what I did. Oh, there it is. No, it doesn't like me. No, we're too far. We're too far out into space. Fair enough. See if we can get bent around just to get a location. Kind of hug this wall, I think. Stuff needs to go. Now, I think we can switch back to... Unfortunately, I want to lay that from the other side. Now, let's do this. We're at 40 radius. Up like over. We can make that work. Whee! Uh-oh. Alright, let's go back to this. No, let's just go regular. Go old school. Yeah, you really got to be careful with the fast run speed. Okay, it's not my favorite, but it's something. And a mist. Okay, back to our metal bridge. Nope, I should have curved that. Heading right at that rock. Nope. Yeah, I'm not really liking where this is going. It's gonna get too janky. Woo! Leave that midair. There we go. All right, I don't like it. But I don't know how else to get there because there's not really a good route that I can without being super janky. I don't think there's anywhere along here where you can get a metal bridge across. It's just too tall. Come on. Where's the clicky? No clicky? Too tall. — 10%. Yeah, it's just no way to... Like, that's as far as you can go. At least that I've found. So really, it might make sense just to do it the way I did it season 1. Go over there and then all the way up. Seems a shame there's all this flat over there. Just not a good way to use it. At least not that I've found. Without being all janky. I could build all kinds of janky skybridge stuff to do that. So maybe across here. Let's go ahead and save. I know this episode, we're coming up on 40 minutes, but I kind of wanted to have at least one episode that's just me freeform track laying. I know there's a few of you out there that will appreciate that. Not everybody's cup of tea. It's just kind of my thought process as I lay track. So this is kind of the high point. Let's go to the other side. Whee! So here's like the start of the big grade. It's fairly flat along here. A lot of people cross the valley right here. You have to have a giant bridge, though. Yeah, we might just have to go traditional. Well, while I got the super fast run speed on, let's actually go up this valley. You made the comment about the North Valley, and you didn't mean this valley. Let me know which valley you were talking about. So obviously you'd be like on, you know, the side of the wall or whatever. Boxed in here. You'd have to do some serious cliffhanging. So I don't think that's really viable. Should be right. Right. Looks so different with no trees. There's the cut. Yeah, so I don't know where to go with that direction. I'm sure people have built that way, and I built that way. Wasn't super happy with how janky it was. I think that might be a dead end. I think we can curve around tight enough to like go back down the valley. How tight would that have to be? Do our 40 minimum. Come on. Get on there. Yeah, see, then we're just floating in space. We do switchbacks. I don't want to do switchbacks. Just nowhere to build. Too tall. Maybe we could do killer curves. Doing like a 4% grade. .40 radius. We're still not going to hit that. So it didn't accomplish a whole lot. I like this part, but then it just kind of like there's nowhere to go. So I might do the traditional, you know, high line along there, cross that little north valley, and then on up to the iron mine that direction. And we have a line to get down to the smelter. We could drop really fast through here and pretty much get down to the smelter that direction. So I don't want to make this more than an hour video. So let's go ahead and let's get rid of this. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Wasn't really happy with it. It's okay to delete stuff. All right, so let's go back to our original switch here. Come on, go back straight. This is a 3% grade. That's not terrible. It's too tall for the number one. Yeah, we could have some really steep stuff. Then we're going to be limited on what we can make upgrade. So let's keep it to 5%. Wrestle in here. Hit the right keys. Wait, that's not what I thought I had made other sections here. All right, we'll do a 500 and come on 10. Down to 3%. Come on. And if we get some stone going here, straighten this back out. Might need to hug this hill a little more. I'll not hug it that tight. No, definitely stay. Let's stay at 5%. This is definitely Shea territory. Yeah, we're definitely getting into sky territory, but let's see how this pans out. That looks kind of dumb. I can switch the railing around. Biggie. Okay, and then we need to somehow join up with this. Actually make that trestle taller. I'm just sticking this here for it. Fear not, gentle audience. Ta-da! Alright, let's do regular trestle, and I can change it if I need. No, not 10% to the sky. So if we make a winding trestle, actually kind of make that about 2-ish%. 200-meter radius. Hey, man. Almost straight. No, no. That's not what I wanted. Didn't even see it connecting there. Come on, I need to end this video. Work with me here, track. So there-ish, and then we get some stone. Getting down to where we're almost back down to the ground. Come on, let me up on there. Okay. We had a straight section here, didn't we? So I want to relay this. See how the rails are all janky? It's because it made such a long. When I do curves in short sections, that's jank. I don't know if it'll be hiding in the compression, but that is super janky. But I wanted to get the positioning, so now we can delete that. And let's go ahead and make this one. And we were at a 4% grade, I think. 200. Leave. So we'll do shorter sections so we get a smooth curve. Or was it 3% over? Oh, it was like 3% over here. I should have made note of that. That's what a smart guy would have done. I'm going to start from this end so the railing is on the left. Do like 20 or 30 meter sections so we get a smooth, super jank. Starting to think more like a 2% curve. 2.5. Not curve, gradient. We're at 3%, and it looks like we're kind of higher. Yeah. Back up. We're gonna run at it. Hoi! Come on. Let me up. Cute. All right, third time's the charm, right? Roughly 30 meters-ish. Is it leaving gaps? Rather have some gaps than janky rail. Terrain's got enough problems in this game without janky rail. That's looking more like it. Beautiful stuff. Circle mode. There we go. Save. All right, we are coming up on an hour, so I think that'll do it for this episode. We're almost made it to the smelter. But how do we get to the iron mine? That's going to be the question. And I think it's going to be the same, pretty much the same route as before, except I'm going to use tighter curves. Make it, design it for a shay, basically. And maybe at some point we'll get a bigger shay in the game. A shay or other geared locos that will handle the tight curves and steep grids. Because if I've done the cookie and stuff like that, so I wanted to kind of make it more of a logging railroad feel this time around. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'll continue down to the smelter, probably just put a reverse loop in. So we got that, and then I'll figure out we're going to go to the iron mine. And I don't know if I'll make another track laying episode, or I might try to do a live stream if I get time where we're laying track. Anyway, that's enough track for today. Thanks, as always, for watching. If you made it this far, you're a champ. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.